Greetings. They were the black light. Yeah, let me explain something to you, young Pharaoh. Uh, the reason how I can tell that you are being coached by Caucasians is because you do what most entertainers do. Entertainers, they main goal is to play Vegas. They want to play Las Vegas. So you crossing over. So you done crossed over. You probably got a white audience too, and you probably got some white people backing you. You know, I think one of your trainers in martial arts is Caucasian. Uh, and I can tell how deep you are in the knowledge by your trainer. Have you ever heard of Kalinde Aye? I might not be saying Kalinde Aye. He be hanging out with Wesley Snipes. He's from Detroit. This brother got so much. He's a scholar and a martial artist. Matter of fact, he's beyond scholar. He's a scientist. And your knowledge of things is limited. You probably, I can tell that you're being coached by some Caucasian because, look, Caucasians only been on the planet a little over 6,000 years, man. Now, the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad been around, so he's not the founder of the Nation of Islam. Matter of fact, Master Pharaoh is the founder. And he was teaching uh, the real Islam, true Islam. You know, in this book here, the wonderful uh, Ethiopian, the wonderful Ethiopians of the Kushite Empire, Drusilla Dunjee, uh, when it comes down to, she goes into the in the content. We hurry up. In the contents, let me run it down real quick before time run out on me. The origin of civilization, the ancient Kushite Empire of the Ethiopians, the old Ethiopians, uh, the ancient Ethiopian, the land, the amazing civilization of Ethiopia, prehistoric Egypt and the land of wonders, Egypt and her golden age, Egypt and her mighty pharaohs, Arabia and her ancient races. Now let's stop right there. Ancient Arabia, part of the Kushite Empire. 2. Division of Arabia, deserts, Felix, and Petra. Arabian settled by two distinct races. The Kushite Arabians were civilized agricultures. The Semitic Arabians were wild and nomadic races. The Kushite Arabian was the oldest and purest blood. the rise of Muhammad and the courage. Then it's got the marvelous Arabian civilization. You know, see, you most people think those Middle Easterners you see over there now is the Arabs, but just like over here, how the white Europeans, Caucasian Europeans populated here in the U.S. of A. You hardly ever see any Indians. Someone was to come over here, you would think that the Caucasians been here all the time. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that the Indians are from India. In this book right here, the same book, she covers that. Ancient India, the land of mystery. And she'll break it down where the original Indians of India were black, you know, and she'll break it down even going in China, man. She's breaking it down. This was written in 1927. I don't know if Master Pharaoh had anything influence her to write that book or what, because he was here, you know. But everything she said goes along with what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad been teaching all the time. He said that they didn't follow the laws of Islam, the Indians, so they came over here. I forget how many years he said. In my Supreme Wisdom book, Lessons, you know, I used to know all that, but, you know, I gotta look it up. But I'm gonna come back with another one of these, and I have how long the Indians been over here. You know, they walked over here. You know, when the continents was connected. You know, and so the Europeans, you know, they was up in them caves, man. So young blood. So when they came out them caves, when Moses brought them out the caves and stood them up and civilized them, you know, they didn't have no language. They didn't know how to cook their food. You know, matter of fact, your boy Freddie, I mean not Freddie, but Seti, he did a, a he did a piece on them, how they was up in them caves, eating feces and whatever, you know. Now he stopped banging on the beast though, you know, and they started banging on each other, you know, like y'all doing, you know. That's not getting us nowhere, you know, banging on each other. Uh, when every day the beast is banging on us, killing us up, killing our women up. I mean, he killing us up all kind of ways, man, through biological warfare, through, I mean, you can go through everything, you know, he killed us up. Look what happened up in Flint. All them people got killed up being killed up in Flint because of the water, man. I mean, he's killing us up, man. And so, and then you attack the master teacher. He was in the quantum physics, metaphysics in the 30s and the 40s. He was teaching that. Matter of fact, the way you teaching now about melanin and about this and that and the other, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was the first one to start teaching on that way. Matter of fact, there's no other black man in history especially here in the United States, was teaching the way the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was teaching. He was breaking the science down, man. And he's not a Mason. You know about their fairs, man. You don't know what their fairs represents, brother. You know, uh, see you don't know about FOI classes and minister classes in the Nation of Islam, man. They go deep. They don't bring it all out in the public. You got to be in the classes to really get deep. You know, about how they be kicking it, man. You know, you don't have a Supreme Wisdom book. In that book, it's deep. You know, uh, and you got to study that book because it has layers of deepness, layers of science to it. You know, see, you be in school, you letting that money, man, uh, drive you silly. Look how you be acting, man, cussing. And so YouTube don't kick you off. The way you be cussing at people and I mean using all that profanity, and they got after me, man. You know, they blocked some of my videos. Said I was teaching hate, and you really teaching hate, man. You know, but they let you do it. So you say, well, you was off a minute. That was to throw the people off like you wasn't no agent, you know, because you right back doing it, you know. So they don't mind you talking bad about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, you know. And the way you do it, though, man, you don't have no respect, you know. So, you know, I got to school you, young blood. I got to come in and, uh, you know, I'm not disrespecting you. I'm not using no profanity at you. I'm not calling you out your name and nothing like that. You know, young Pharaoh. Uh, I'm trying to keep everything civil. Uh, you know, so we could, so you can get some schooling in, man. You know, you're gonna let that money drive you crazy, and you're gonna let them peckerwoods that you're dealing with drive you out your mind. So, uh, it ain't all about the money, man. You gotta learn how to rule this, man. You ain't gonna be able to rule the way you doing. You know, they gonna disrespect you. Who you working for gonna disrespect you. They gonna turn on you. This is Black Light.